boy. What have I done? Dude, it's cool. You never, you know, it's not an effect you hear in amps a lot at all.
Right.
And
yeah, you hear pedals to it, but not.
Yeah. Here's my problem, Sooze. I got 100 amps, and every time I take amps like this out and I want to sell them, I want to keep it. So I'm going to keep this one, but I have 2 amps that I kind of want to keep.
Okay.
And I'm only going to keep one.
Oh, you have to decide.
And so I got to decide.
Okay.
So we're going to plug them both in, and we're going to decide which one I'm going to keep. They're old Gibsons. I'm going to keep the Skylark, and I want to keep a bigger one.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know which bigger one. I'm kind of leaning one way.
I'll help you decide.
Help me decide. So this has got like a verb on it.
I'd say it does.
Like it's got this verb that it's pretty bright. It's like a pretty bright verb. And then it obviously has, you know, a very fast trim if you want it. But it doesn't, it's not like, it's not very deep, you know? No tone, just loudness.
Volume, verb, and trim.
Yeah, volume, loudness, reverberation, tremolo.
Loudness. I dig it.
Amp, number one. Okay. So obviously, I'm going to keep the Skylark, which is hiding back here in the keep pile.
Okay.
And then I kind of want a bigger one. This one is not way bigger, but it's kind of bigger. Okay. Sometimes if you push on these, and they'll be loose in there, but this one doesn't move. So this thing has held up well. And these are really kind of cheap amps in the way they're built. And this one is one of the few models that has this handle that matches the wood grain. You know, here, you see this wood grain here, they put it in there. So also very nice, in good shape, push test. These are 2 of the nicer ones that I've encountered. Yeah. So that's them, but the other channel sounds pretty similar. I would say this is more like a Princeton, and then more like, they don't exactly work, but it's almost, it would be more like, I think that has 2 10s. So maybe more like a Vibrolux, but that's just a speaker choice. I mean, I don't know, what do you think, man?
Scout.
You're gonna say the Scout?
Yeah, that's cool. It's a cool name too, Scout.
But we already have you got trem.
Just is what it is.
You got loudness and frequency. That's it, that's all you get. No verb.
Okay. Scout. Oh, the switch. It's pretty good, dude.
Yeah. Here, pop this guy back on.
Yeah, I'm Team Scout, dude.
You're taking Scout, huh?
Yeah. I think these are way different, the Scout and the Skylark.
Yeah.
I think these are actually kind of similar.
The Scout and the Hawk?
Yeah.
I'm kind of leaning towards the Hawk, man.
Dude.
I mean, it's bigger.
Yeah.
This is the problem. Every time, if I plug these amps in, I don't want to get rid of them. I mean, I don't know. I just think it sounds so much more like hi-fi, this one, you know? Try the accordion channel. That's where all the tone is.
Okay. That's it, dude.
That's the one, huh?
That's the one for me.
This is your favorite of the bunch.
But hey, they're your amps. But
Sooze thinks I should sell both of them. I am leaning towards selling none of them. It's a real sickness. You know what I mean? Like the fact that I have how many amps?
100. Well, I don't know if you got rid of some, but 102.
Yeah, I think I ordered one or two.
You can't plan. That's the problem. You just got to go, this is going, bye-bye, and put it in your car.
The Lyric, the Magnetone, in my head, it didn't work anymore.
Yeah.
It turned it on. It's clean. It works great. It works perfectly.
I know. Sounds like $1 million.
Works worth about $3,000 from what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
But that's a clean one. I might keep that. Maybe sell the other one that we didn't play.
Yeah, don't play it.
That one's rough.
Right.
It sounds good, but there's no knobs and stuff. Maybe I'll have someone give some love to that or something. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just always this question of like, you don't use stuff, but there's lots of stuff I look at today that I think, man, I wish I had just spent the money in the 90s and in the early aughts to get it.
Right.
And now I'm like, man, I wish I had just bought that 74 Deluxe. That was always $300-$400. Like no one desired those mid 70s silver faces, and now they go for more money. Mm-hmm. And so now it's like, man, I wish I had just bought one then. I'd have it now.
Right.
But would I even use it now?
Yeah, if you're going to rebuy these down the road, then certainly don't sell them now.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to rebuy them. You know, one of the things that I think is like, you know, I want to new amp capture tech comes out. And so I want to have like this core of a collection that I keep so that when a new platform comes out, I've got a bunch of cool stuff.
Ready to go.
Can't keep everything.
Yeah.
And don't want to keep everything. But I do like having different representations of different food groups, you know. Obviously, we got a lot of that food group. There's a Marshall. There's a Marshall. There's a Marshall. There's a Marshall. That's a Marshall. There's some Marshalls over there I can see.
Are you light on Voxes, or there's just not a lot to choose from? AC50, AC30.
Wait, am I light on Voxes? Relatively. There is a Vox V15 upstairs, which I'm probably going to sell.
Okay.
There's the AC30 in your office. There's an AC50 and AC100 in that hallway.
4.
There is, there is actually another AC30 that's like the Rose Morris era.
Oh yeah.
You know, I don't have an AC10 anymore. I sold that. I might get another one in the future, but I have basically a modern day recreation of an AC15 head. Okay. So does that count?
No.
No. But it's one I keep around because it's
That's 5% of your 100 amps. I'm just saying, like Fender, Marshall, you know. That's why I was asking about Voxes.
So to be honest, Vox hasn't made a million great amps.
Totally, yeah.
I think Vox has like 4 great amps.
Huh.
One's an AC30, one's an AC15.
Right.
And then from there, where do you want to go?
It's just about era, you know, or year.
You could say 100 or 50, they're great.
Yeah.
Or you could say the 10, it's great, but not great at everything. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? They got the Super Beatles and all that stuff.
And then you got Gibsons, and then you got some Mesas, Matchless, Trainer.
Yeah, there's all there, but, you know, the point was I was going to go drop some stuff off at Carter's today.
We got to do it.
We're going to do it.
Yeah.
There's 6 amps upstairs.
Oh, okay.
There was going to be 7, but now one of these, I wondered which one.
Right. What does your heart tell you?
Keep them all.
There you go. To thine own self, be true.
my accountant says don't do that. No. You gotta get rid of some stuff to get more cool stuff.
Yeah.
The problem I've run into at this point is there's literally no room. Mm-hmm. We hung all those guitars. I bought racks for down there. There still isn't any room. I still don't have. If you give me one more, like, you know what I mean? There's not room for anything.
Do you want me to help you?
Please.
Don't talk to yourself. Talk to me. So I had the 335. I liked it. I just sold it. Why did I sell it?
Why'd you sell your 335?
Yeah.
It wasn't that great. It wasn't that great of a guitar.
Compared to all my other guitars. Right? Are these like amazing amps compared to like some of these other stuff you have?
The Skylark I don't want to sell.
Right.
And then I like the idea of having like at least one larger one from that world of Gibson.
I see.
So it's really like the Skylark I'm not selling. I think they're great.
Yeah.
Also, it's worth like $500 and it's tiny.
Yeah.
You know?
It makes great profiles.
Yeah, it makes great profiles. They sound great. It has a replacement speaker that I think is way better than the stock speaker. Mm. But I do dig those other ones. I like the way they look.
But when we talked about guitars, you said keep the good ones, or keep the great ones, sell the good ones. So the 335 was hard to sell, but now that it's gone, I don't even think about it.
I know, but I do need some variety to make the stuff.
You're in the amp business.
Yeah, I mean, neither one of those would be my only amps. If you told me I could only have 5 amps, none of those are making the cut. Skylark could. Maybe.
Keep the Hawk, sell the Scout. To me.
No, you said the opposite. You said the opposite earlier.
No, I said sell the Scout to me.
Oh, tell it to you. You could just walk it in your office.
Can I keep it here?
It does sound good.
Yeah, I like. It's just more of like. I think it matches what I think of Gibson amps sounding like. You know, it's just like. It just sounds old and kind of more lo-fi. You're saying this one's hi-fi.
Maybe then I keep those 3.
Yeah.
Which is definitely moving in the wrong direction.
Right. Maybe buy some more.
The Hawk was literally in the garage waiting to be loaded into the car, and now it's come back down here. Okay, so maybe one other amp has to go.
Okay. Oh man.
That one's broken. I would gladly get rid of that. That one might go in the trash bin. It's a solid state Gibson from the 60s. It doesn't work.
Wow.
I'll sell that amp peg over there. I'll bring that.
Yeah, for sure. That was easy.
That was a nice amp, though. It says Mike, M-I-K-E.
Don't play it. That is cool. But don't play it. Oh, no.
It's a great amp, too.
That sounds amazing. I said don't play it.
I know. There's really good profiles of this on the Kemper. And,
what's this thing called? Ampeg what?
58 Ampeg Rocket. It's called a Rocket. I forgot. Look, it's right here. Rocket.
Okay.
58 Ampeg Rocket.
What's up with all the accordion stuff?
Well, they had a lot of people were playing accordion back in these days.
The whole thing.
And my favorite thing about this guitar, accordion, Mike. Only for guys named Mike.
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
Typo or on purpose?
Well, this clearly says MIC or instrument, mic or instrument.
So they're just being funny.
Yeah. This one says accordion.
Right. No, Mike.
This
or Steve.
This says do whatever you want.
Right.
But this has separate accordion, mic. Let's try them actually. Here's guitar.
Mike. They're all identical.
I think actually, if you listen to this, go ahead.
Are they getting louder?
So I think the guitar just has a bright cap.
Oh.
I mean, look, the gear page would tell you there's a huge difference here. The mic might have a little more gain.
Huh. Yeah, maybe so.
But maybe not.
But like that.
I mean, which really is probably just the difference in the tube itself.
Yeah.
But anyway.
It actually sounds bigger than it looks. Like it's like a good full sound.
That's a 12-inch. It's just in a small cab.
Okay.
And you can see the depth of it. It's like probably thicker than all of them.
But it's like way smaller than the Scout, you know?
Yeah. This is the kind of amp when you buy them, they say, oh, it kind of sounds like a deluxe.
Oh, okay.
And I guess in the way that everything tastes like chicken, it kind of sounds like that.
But you got to carry it like this.
Yeah, there's no handle. Right.
To...
Right. Amp, I almost want to keep just for the handle.
Right.
Amp with no handle, but clearly used to have a handle.
You could add in.
There would be a nice bit of, you know, coming full circle. None of these were bought at Carter's. This was bought at Carter's. So I might just give it back to him. Not give it, but I'll bring it back to him.
Right.
I think I paid like $850, $900 at Carter's for it, which is a steal, man.
Are you going to come back with more amps?
I hope not. No. I'm not going to do that. So, moral of the story, don't play amps that you want to get rid of. And I think, you know, a lot of people, like, I think there's a lot of great old vintage amps out there. I mean, every amp we're playing here, you could get one like it in... the condition might be better on a couple of these than you could get for $1,000 or $1,200 or under. So all these are pretty reasonably priced. Like, go find a new amp for that much money.
Right. Yeah.
It's a little bit difficult.
Yeah.
And you know, there's a 58 Ampeg. Now, Carter will probably have no problem selling all these for double that. But 58 Ampeg Rocket, I think I bought that for $850 a couple years ago. The Skylarks you can get for $5, $6, not really $5, more like $6. Like sometimes you see like $580, $575, and the condition will vary. You know, sometimes they're really rusted. The outside's broken a bit. The other two, you know, you're going to be looking at more. These two are pretty clean, so it'd probably be in the 1,500 range, maybe even at that. I don't really know. I saw a pretty decent Hawk on Reverb right now that someone had marked down to like $675.
Oh my gosh.
And so it kind of had a lot of rust on the faceplate.
Yeah.
But if it worked well,
yeah,
that's cheaper than I bought that for and cheaper than I'll sell that for. So, all right.
That didn't help at all.
No, it didn't help.